Hey guys, Brian with Squeaky Clean. I had some people reach out about the build that we did in-house and just had a few questions, so I figured I'd go over the trailer real quick. There are some differences between the trailer that we bought from another company versus the one we built, and I'll show you some cool stuff that we added. Let's check it out. All right, so right here we got the Honda GX 390 electric start, our battery pack, and the AR 45, and then we went with the Midwest Hydro Mixer XL. Very cool. We actually ran, instead of running up underneath like on our other build, we actually had it come around, so that actually helps a little bit with the wear and tear. A couple other things that we added are these little brackets right here. Before it was just the hose running through here on our other unit, but man, this thing is so much more durable, and definitely helps with moving the trailer, bouncing around and all that stuff. We also did that with our chemical line right here. Our other trailer, basically the line just kind of went in and plugged in here. We came in and we built this out, made it a little bit stronger, a little more durable, and again, this bracket right here that we added really helps with keeping everything super legit. Okay, one of the other things that we did here, you see these 3/4 inch lines. On our other trailer, these lines went directly into the tank. So what would happen is that after a while of having the unit out in the sun and stuff, these lines right here where it go in would pinch and we would lose suction. So we came in and put these connections in here, way more durable, gonna last a lot longer, and just generally is gonna be better. We have our 50-gallon tank here, which is normal for our other unit, but we went with the 100-gallon tank, and here's what we did on the 100-gallon tank. So on the 100-gallon tank, we actually put 2 freshwater connections in here, and they also have floats in here. Cool thing about the floats is when you hook up your water, the float comes on, shuts off the valve. You don't have to take the top off where water's just running out. It works so good. I used it the other day. It's so awesome. But you notice there's 2 of them. So we have one going to our freshwater reel, and then we have this other one coming down, and we actually built down another connection. And the reason we put this connection in is to help with volume of water. So when we're using the pressure washer or we're using the chemical and all that stuff, sometimes you can really deplete your water. And if we only have one water source going in there, then we're kind of limited. But this actually allows us to put 2 hoses in there. Again, these have the floats in there, so just let it rip. You don't have to worry about it. Once you plug it in, those floats will shut off the fresh water from the house or wherever you're getting it, and the tank will stay about this full, and you don't have to take the top off or worry about water coming in and out. But let's check out a couple more things. All right, so on our other unit, these brackets are kind of like right here. And what was happening is the hose was getting bent and doing a bunch of weird stuff right there after bouncing around and stuff. So we actually came in and put these brackets in sideways. My shop guy did it. I didn't do it, but my shop guy did. So when you come in, the hose sits nice and neat right there and kind of has a nice little curl instead of the top curl going in there. Just overall a lot better. And then some other cool things too. We put in these brackets to help this swivel from just bouncing around all over while you're driving. And then if you come down here, this is really cool. We put a little hard line in here, and again with another bracket, it's just gonna really help with longevity, but also the bouncing around and pulling the hose reel and all that stuff. It just really helps a lot. It's gonna be great. Okay, another thing we did, as you can see, we have this 4-inch riser we put in there. So on our other unit, it was flat on the trailer. So when you're trying to get a gravity feed back there, off there, you were losing a little bit of it because of the way it was sitting. The tank wasn't above, so you might have a chance of the tank not being able to go low enough and running out of water. So by putting this on here, and yes, this has sealant on it. I know it's not painted, but we did that for a reason. We just put nice, good weather seal on there. So the chemical and stuff doesn't deplete the paint and stuff. So And then I think lastly, with the pressure washer, when we come up here, again, we put this in here. Our other unit just has the hose going into the tank, and again, it's the same problem as this hose making that turn would pinch here. And I'm sure I've seen some trailers that guys have, and they're doing it right now, but after a while that hose wants to pinch, and again, it just causes a little problem with suction or the way the water flows. By putting in these cool little 45s in there, everything works great. All right, and lastly, I had someone ask about our wands on the trailer, and we actually built this wand and made it in-house. So some of them you can buy, you'll see they'll have a little 45 here. We actually constructed and bent this through using heat to come in, and this is really good for the roof, obviously not a straight one. Then we obviously have our turn valve here, and then we have our adjustable wand on the pressure washer. So one thing about the adjustable wand right here, this is a dual wand, is that when you're pressure washing, you get the ability to reduce your pressure in spots that you need to do it, and then increase the pressure. So instead of like having to, if you want less pressure, you got to pull away, do it up here, and then go back towards, you just adjust that wand right there, and it's primo. All of our trucks, we have 25 trucks in our fleet. All of our trucks, all of our pressure washers, all have the dual wand. We keep a straight one in the back that we bought with our pressure washers. It's here somewhere, but that's mainly just for backup. And then lastly, we got our surface cleaner on there. It's 24-inch, great surface cleaner. Extra hose on there, and the extra freshwater hose, and then we have a 50-foot extra pressure washing hose in case we have something break out there. So overall, that's our build. We did it in-house. I priced this unit out that maybe wasn't quite as nice as this one. It was going to be $22,000 to have that made. We actually got this done for right around 12 or 13,000, including labor, including parts, including all the extra stuff we did to put on here. So overall, I think I felt like we built a better trailer than we were going to get from somewhere else. And I know it's not an aluminum skid and all that, which those look amazing. And I know there's companies out there make amazing stuff. But for us, if we can do stuff in-house that's going to save us $10,000, we're going to do it. And not everybody has a shop guy or a maintenance guy or guys that are, you know, good at building stuff like this. But if you get the chance to, and you go through and you kind of see how it's built, it's really not that complicated, but it definitely will save you. Like I said, we probably saved with taxes and shipping, we saved about $10,000, and $10,000 actually allow us to probably get another one of these here in a few more months. So that's pretty good savings. Anyways, let me know what you thought about it, and if you have any questions. Have a blessed day.